Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be reading 7 books in 7 days. Now, I was supposed to start this on Monday. It is now Wednesday. Obviously I did not start it on Monday because I was hooked in a long book and I wanted to finish that book before I started this challenge. So I finished that book yesterday and now we can start the 7 books in 7 days challenge. So, I'm going to show you all my options for today's video. I have, I think, 11 book options. I'm trying. Okay, so I started this one already. The last book in the Shatter Me series. Believe me, I am 76 pages in. 76 pages in. So I got 100 pages left exactly. We have to finish this today for book 1, but now I'm going to show you my other options, which are Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I want to annotate this. So I've got a pen and I've got a highlighter stuck in there as my bookmark at the moment. I have not started this, but this is the book I'm going to read after I finish Believe Me. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Then, I tried to pick like the shorter books on my TBR because I'm very busy. I have school, I have work, I don't have much time to read, so try to pick shorter books for this challenge. But next we have Charlotte's Web, which I can't remember if I read or not. I know I love the movie and I've watched that countless times, but I don't know if I've ever read the book. And it's a children's book, so it should go quickly. Then we have Small Steps, which is the second book in the Holes series, and I love the Holes movie. I read the book and it's basically just a blueprint of the movie because it's written based off the movie. So yeah, but this is not a movie. This is like following one of the side characters. I'm excited to read that. Then we have Followers, which is like a kind of a horror mystery thriller book, which is short. So I'm not really sure what that one follows. I know it's something with like haunting Twitter or something. I'm not sure. This book is if the challenge starts going downhill and I don't finish enough books. Magic Tree House. 68 pages and mainly pictures. So this is if it goes badly. If worse comes to worse, I'll read this. Then we have the third Emily Winsnap book, which I've been meaning to finish the series. I just keep forgetting. And this is the shortest one in the series, so I think I can get through that. Then this one is a 400-page book, but it's all text messages, so there's barely any words on the pages. So then this would be a reread if I read this. Runaway Max, Stranger Things book. I think it's just over 200 pages. So yeah, it's 230 pages. Basically following Max's life before Stranger Things. So yeah. Then we have This Song Is Not For You by Laura Nalling. She just re-released this, I believe, and I got it. And it's got like barely any words, like lots of spacing, and it's short, so I feel like I could speed through this one. So yeah. Then we have The Giver, which my friend recommended it to me. She was appalled that I hadn't read it yet, so I got it. And this again is a children's book, so it's got lots of spacing. So yeah. And last but not least, we have The Miracle at Howard Grounds Cafe, which I got at the Goodwill, and I never heard of it. But it's short and sweet. It's got small print, but short chapters, I believe. So yeah, and I believe this is just under 200. I have, 182. I have all the page numbers written down because I don't want to go looking every time. But yeah, those are all the books that are options for this week. Yeah, so I have to finish this for today, for our first book of this challenge. Let's get right into it. I don't know if you'll see many clips of me reading because I read in my chair in my room, a new edition that I got for Christmas. And there's nowhere to put my phone to film me reading there. So this will be more of a talking video and less of a showing you video. So I apologize. But yeah, let's get to reading. Hey guys, it is later. I finished Believe Me earlier before work. I read 100 pages to finish it. So that is book 1 in day 1. Done. I rated this 4 stars. I found it quite boring, honestly, but I feel like it was a good way to end off the Shatter Me series. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I was just bored. Like, get to the point, please. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I love the characters, and I'm sad it's over now, but we do get Watch Me in April, I believe. I have it requested from the library, so I'm excited to read that. So I guess it's not really over, but I think this is like new series following new characters in the same world. But yeah, 4 stars. I enjoyed it. A little boring. Then I went to work, and I read the first 2 pages of The Perks of Being a Wallflower to get me a head start on tomorrow's book, because it's 200 pages with small font, but it is a small book. So yeah, I'm going to annotate this if there's annotating things that need to be annotated. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah, the first 2 pages were good. Yeah, I'm excited to continue this, but I am about to go to Slot Cars, which our last Slot Cars of the year. We race little cars on the track. I'll insert a picture or a video if I remember to take one tonight, but yeah, I post shorts sometimes when I'm there, but it's our last one of the season because the actual race season's about to start. So yeah, that is all for now. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Hey guys, what's up? It's day 2 of the challenge. So I have to finish, I don't know why I drew a blank there. I have to finish Perks of Being a Wallflower today, and don't look at the metal bookmark, look at this one. I've got this little chunk left. 50 pages, I think. I think I'm on page 155 and it goes to 213. So my math might be a little wrong there, but it's so good. I love it so much. So I'm gonna finish this tonight, and I will see you guys in the morning. But yeah, I would have filmed more today. I did film at work. You already saw that clip before this one. But basically, I just read on the walk pad, read at work, and read in the bathtub. So I filmed when I could film. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll let you know what I thought of this book, and then I will tell you what book we are reading on day 3 of the challenge. Hey guys, what's up? It's the next day. I finished The Perks of Being a Wallflower last night, so day 2 is completed. I am going to rate this 4.5 stars. I related to the main character, Charlie, so much in a lot of different ways. Probably the most I've ever related to a book character before. Yeah, I recommend you read this book. It's short. Obviously, I read it in 24 hours, so yes, I do recommend you read this. It was a very good book. Obviously, I rated 4.5 stars, but yeah. So, day 2 is done. For day 3, we are going to be reading This Song Is Not For You by Laura Nalling, which I think she just re-released. I picked it up when I seen it in the store. But I have not started this yet. It is just about to be 1 o'clock, and I've got 2 hours to read before work. So we're going to start reading this. I'm very excited. I'm hyped. I'm hoping I can finish it quickly because you see the font is like lots of spacing, and it's kind of on the bigger side. And it looks like short chapters, so I'm hoping it goes quick. Look at my cute bookmark. I made this a couple years ago with some orchid flowers that fell off my orchid. Orchids are my favorite flower, if you did not know. But yeah, I'm gonna read now, and I'll update you guys when I feel like it. I haven't started reading yet. It is now 1:15, but I've been working on posting YouTube shorts because I forgot. But I don't know what my family's doing, but they are banging around a lot. But anyway, I finished The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I already told you, but I ended up not annotating anything. I thought it would be more like an annotating book, but it's basically the diary of a teenage boy. So there was no things to annotate, like quotes and stuff. But I'm sure there is, but like nothing that I would want to mark, I guess. But yeah, that's all. I'm actually going to start reading now, like for real. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I just put gum in my mouth, so sorry if I'm like chewing in your ear, but I am behind on the challenge, okay? So, as you know, this was yesterday's book, the 3rd book of the challenge. And I did not finish this last night. Eyes would literally not stay open, so I had to put this down with 30 pages to go. But I just got done with my workout and walking on the walk pad. And I told myself, you're walking on this walk pad till you finish this book. So I walked for 24 minutes, and finished this. It wasn't my favorite. I'd say either a 3.75 or 4 star. I'll put it on the screen when I decide. But like, it kept me entertained. It was like not the best story. I mean, it was, but also it wasn't, like, I don't know. Not my favorite. By Laura Nalling. Her other 2 books, they're right here. If you had been with me and if only I had told her, amazing, awesome, exceptional books. This, I was hoping that this would have like a sad element to it, like those do, but it didn't. It was kind of like a meh book for me, but again, I said, I enjoyed it, like it kept me entertained, so I'm ranking it on enjoyment. I'm rating it on enjoyment, not on the story. So, yeah. So I finished that. Now I'm going to start Followers, which is a horror novel. But I believe a kid's horror novel or something, so I'm not expecting it to be too scary. And I like scary stuff, so we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it does scare me, but I don't know. We'll see. I will update you guys later. Hey guys, it's the next day. So I did not update you yesterday. Not much, honestly. I think I just told you, oh, I'm starting Followers. And then I did start it. Let me get better lighting for this. Lord, I'm getting blinded. The sun is going down right now. As you can see. Sun. But yeah, so yesterday I read the first 30-something pages. I'm pulling it off my shelf. I read the first 30-something pages of Followers here in my chair. Then it was my parents' anniversary, so they were going to this little hotel thing for their anniversary. So me and my siblings were staying at my grandparents' house. So I took this there, and I read to page 100 when I got there. Well, after we were there for a little bit, I sat down and I read till page 100. Then we had dinner, blah, blah, blah. Then I went to bed, and I read to page 176. Then I could not make myself finish it. This is 216 pages. I could not make myself finish it because my eyes were falling shut. So I brought it home today, and I read on my front porch. It's finally starting to get a little bit warmer outside. So I read on my front porch, and then we had dinner. I got interrupted. Then I read the last 16 pages. Very chaotic reading, okay? Very chaotic. But anyway, I finished it. And I have mixed feelings. I'm going to rate it 4 stars. 4 stars, 4.25 stars. I'll put it on the screen once I decide. But, yeah. I'm, like, still trying to process. Like, I finished this a couple hours ago, but, like, I'm still trying to process. I don't know my exact thoughts. I will give you, also, at the end of this video, I will do a little recap of all that I read and give you, like, some little synopsises and stuff, and, like, give you my final ratings. There's people walking by on their dog, and they can clearly see me through my window. I think they're past now. That was embarrassing. Anyway, so yeah, I'll give you, like, a little overview at the end of this video. So, like, if I'm not telling you what these books are about as I'm telling you my rating, I will give you a little synopsis at the end. But anyway, so yeah, I was obsessed with the first half, so fast paced. I'm like, give me more of this. Then the last half was kind of like, this is boring and this is slow. And then it just goes, wraps up. This is who did it. Last page, done. Like, are you kidding me? It just wrapped up, like, instantly. And it was over. I'm like, no explanation? That's just who did it. Okay. Okay. But, yeah. But I mean, I freaking loved the first half. Loved it. I'm like, this is going to be my new favorite book. This is awesome. And then, so, yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. I did really, really enjoy it. Except for what I said at the end. But, yeah. So, I think 4 stars, 4.25 stars. But, yeah. She's going back on my shelf. Blinding. Okay. Then, the next book we're going to be starting, today's book, I am behind. I'm very behind. It is 7:30. Is that what it is? 7:30. As I said, the time changed last night, so it went ahead 1 hour. And so that clock over there, goodness, it says 6, but it is 7:30. And I have not started my book for today. So yes, I am behind. But we're gonna try our best. I chose, technically, you started it from my pile. Oh my gosh. From my pile. And this is the book that's entirely text messages. So barely any words. So I'm hoping it goes quick, because I need to catch up. But yeah, so I will probably update you guys tomorrow on this. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that? Birds are chirping. The sky is clear. There's a little breeze. It is 55. Can you hear the joy filling me, filling my lungs, filling my body? I don't know. It's getting to spring. Yes, yes, yes. I'm outside, reading on my front porch. He's glorious. You hear those birdies? Ah! Yes, this is my happy place right here. This is where my happy butt sits all summer long with my books. Yeah, so you see this jet in the air? He's ruining my sky. Just want a clear sky. Oh, it's gorgeous. Anyway, back to this video. It's the next day, and I did not finish. Technically, you started it last night. I'm 120 pages in out of 376. That means I'm behind. That means we might have to whip out the dreaded Magic Treehouse book. Because today's day 6 of the challenge. This is book 5 of the challenge. Tomorrow is the last day. we will have to work on it. But yeah, I'm so happy I'm outside, but it smells like fire. I'm not sure why. One of my neighbors must be burning something, but it's gorgeous outside. It's not too cold. I love it. All right, well, I'm gonna get to reading now. I have to go to work in about an hour and 30 minutes. Okay guys, it is now 2:41 and I have to go to work, but I have about 100 pages left. 120 pages maybe, 110 pages, I don't know, around there. So if I get all my work done at work and I just gotta sit there, I'm gonna bring this, try and finish it. Sorry if you can hear the cars on the road. The road is literally right there. But yeah, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting the whole time I was out here reading for the sun to come in here, and now it's just comes in here and it's on my legs, as you can see, and I have to go to work. There's a train, but yeah, it's kind of chilly out here. But now I'm kind of warming up now that I'm in the sun, but I gotta leave. And I put on my work shirt over my other shirt and a jacket. So yeah, that's my update. This book is kind of good. It is all text messages, which I already told you. So that kind of makes it kind of boring. Like, these people, they know each other in real life, but like they don't talk to each other like they know who each other are. And they just keep texting and don't hang out. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Yeah, I'll update you guys later. Hey guys, what's up? It's the next day, so the last day of this challenge, day 7. But I have just finished my last book for this challenge. So I did complete the challenge. I did conquer it. So last night I finished. Technically You Started It, and I'll save my thoughts for a minute when I do my little wrap up, but I finished this, and then I read Magic Tree House, 68 pages picture book. It's not all pictures, but there's pictures in there. I read this to catch up because I was behind. Yesterday was day 6 and I finished book 5, and then this was book 6, and then just today I read Magic Tree House number 2, because I'm done with this challenge. I want to be done. I want to read something else. I don't want to be forced to read a book in a day. I want to have fun. Not that any of these books weren't fun, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna start with our little wrap up of this week. 7 books in 7 days. Okay, so first day I read Believe Me, and this is the last installment of the Shadow Me series, the last novella. So I read this and I rated it, I believe, 4 stars. Yes, I found it quite boring, the whole book, but it was like a sweet book and a good way to end off the Shadow Me series. There is a new Shadow Me book coming, but I think it's in a new series, so I'm just calling this the last one. Yeah, this, I can't say what happens because obviously it's the last book in the series, and I'm not going to spoil the whole series, but yeah, I enjoyed it. As I said, boring, but yeah. And then on day 2 we read The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I adored. This was a 4.5 stars. So basically this follows Charlie, and Charlie is a wallflower. He is in the background of everything. People don't really notice him. They kind of just look past him, and it's just like his journal of his first year of high school and what happens to him, what goes down, and I really enjoyed it. I did relate to Charlie a lot in a lot of ways, but yeah, very good book. Yeah, short, small text, which I don't like, but this was an exception. Then day 2 we read This Song Is Not For You by Laura Nalling, which I was a little disappointed with this because I read those two books, obviously, and I would love them, sob my eyeballs out to them, and I was like, ooh, Laura Nalling's republishing one of her books. I gotta get my hands on that. So I get it, and then I read it, and I'm like, I don't know exactly what even happened. Like, it's in 3 point of views, and Ramona is like the main focus, but there's 3 point of views. So Ramona is in love with her best friend Sam, and Sam's in love with his best friend Ramona, and they don't say anything because they don't think the other feels that way. Then Tom comes along, and Ramona also starts to like Tom. Those are the 3 point of views: Sam, Ramona, and Tom, by the way. And it's just following that, and like, it wasn't my favorite, but as I was reading it, I ate it up. I loved it. I mean, I wouldn't say I loved it, but I ate it up. I was entertained as I was reading it. But it's like a band. They're in a band together. Did I mention that? They're in a band together. That's all I could say without spoiling it. But I feel like it was a little too short. Like, if it was a little bit longer, maybe it would have been better. But, like, also the story kind of sucked, honestly. Like, it wasn't a very good story. But, as I said, I was entertained, so 4 stars. Then, book 4. Followers. Which I picked up at a garage sale for $4. Which is a little expensive, honestly, for a secondhand book, and it's got some damage to it. But anyway, I ate up the first half, and then it kind of got a little bit slow and kind of boring, and then it wrapped up too quickly and not how I wanted it to. Like, they tell you, oh, this is the person who did it. Okay, we're done now. Everything's happy now. But, I did like it. So this follows, I think I already explained this, maybe I did, I don't know. But this follows Brianna, and Brianna is obsessed with Twitter. And so she's always on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And she comes back from winter break to her boarding drama school, and her drama teacher's dead. And so they have a new drama teacher, and they're like trying out for auditioning for a new play, and just, there's a lot of murders going on. So they're trying to figure out who it is that's doing it. I was expecting something scarier, since it says point horror on the spine. But it wasn't that scary, honestly. It wasn't really even creepy. So, it didn't scare me at all. 4 stars. 4.25 stars. 4 stars, I think. 4 stars. Followers. Then we have the 5th book. Technically, you started it, which is all text messages, which I've already shown you. And this follows Haley and Martin. So, Martin gets Haley's number from her ex, Jack, and to ask if what she chose on a quiz in history, I think, because they're in the same history class. And then they just start talking. And there's 2 Martins. There's 2 Martins in her school. One she does not like, one she likes. And they're cousins. And so she doesn't know which one she's texting. She assumes it's the one. But yeah, so it's just her. They're like texting each other back and forth, becoming the best of friends. Maybe even falling for each other a little bit. And she doesn't even know who she's texting. Like, which one. It was pretty good. I just wish it wasn't all text messages. Like, I would have loved to see some in-person interactions with these 2. You know? Yeah, 4 stars. 4.25 stars. I feel like I've rated every book in this video 4 stars. Then we have Magic Treehouse number 1, Dinosaurs Before Dark. Now, this whole series was my childhood, okay? When I was in kindergarten to like 2nd grade, maybe more than that, I binged the whole series. And I remember feeling so accomplished when I finished 1 in 1 sitting. And I was like, I read a whole book in 1 sitting. There are 68 pages with pictures. Most of them. Well, at least this one was. I know some of them get a little bit longer. But so this follows Jack and Annie, and Jack is 8 and Annie is 7. They're brother and sister, and they go out in the woods the one day and they find this tree house, and they decide to go up, and it's filled with all these books. And they look at these books and they see a dinosaur book, and they're like, I wish we could go there. And what happens? They go there because they said they wish they could go there. And yeah, it follows that. The nostalgia. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd really give it a rating or not. I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads last night when I finished it, but I don't know if I'd really give it a rating because, like, it's my childhood. But I don't know. Really liked it. Read it in, like, less than a half hour. Then, I just finished this one, Magic Tree House, The Night at Dawn, which, is, like, the evening. Well, no. So, in the last Magic Tree House book, they go at night, and then they go to bed, and then they get up at 5, and then they decide to go back to the treehouse, and they see a night book, and you can guess what happens. I haven't rated this one yet, but I guess I'll say 4 stars again. But, like, again, I don't really need to rate it. But, yeah. Those are all the books that I read in this video. Thank you guys for watching all the way through if you got to this point. Yeah, I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah, this was kind of a lousy video because I do not film myself reading hardly at all, and I feel like that makes it boring, like I'm just talking to the camera. But yeah, I appreciate you for sticking around this long. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.